What is going on, YouTube universe? My name is Zirra, and welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen, to Zirra Reacts, the channel where we break down, interpret, and do whatever we have to do to videos on the internet. BABYMETAL is back, baby, but not with some newer stuff, because I've still got a backlog of BABYMETAL to get to, because I started getting really fucking slack at the back end of 2025. So, I'm sorry. It is another collaboration, and it is one of many collaborations that these girls have done that I'm going to slate for reactions moving forward, so get excited for that. But I'm very excited today because they are collaborating in this particular track that we're checking out with a band that I have not listened to yet, and that might catch many off by surprise because I'm a huge heavy metal fan. But this is song 3 by BABYMETAL and Slaughter to Prevail. Now, don't get me wrong, I've seen clips all over the internet of Slaughter to Prevail's frontman doing his growls and his screaming, and it is otherworldly. It is hellish. It is brutal. So being able to mix that sound with BABYMETAL, this is going to be something to behold. I can feel it. Let's not forget, I discovered BABYMETAL through the collaboration they did with Electric Callboy, and I found The Warning, for example, through a collaboration that they did with Enter Sandman. And there's some other collaborations that I've done recently that have been taking on board bands and artists for the first time too. So I feel collaborations with bands that you know and bands that you don't know much of could be opening a gateway for you to walk down the path of becoming a fan. I've instantly become a Warning fan. They're one of my favorite bands to listen to. I've really gotten on board recently with Youngblood, TX2, Death by Romy, things like that. Things that are a little bit different to what I'm used to listening to, but I'm really enjoying. And I just feel, knowing the sound that the frontman from Slaughter to Prevail can create, although I've never listened to a Slaughter to Prevail track, I just feel this is going to be brutal. This is going to be balls to the wall. This is going to be not just going into a mosh pit to have fun. You go into a mosh pit to throw your head around, throw fists, and start a fight. That's the type of energy I feel that he brings, even though he might not incite violence. Just that the violence in the growl. Do you know what I mean? Before we dive on in, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new around here, you might not know, but for those that might be returning, you know exactly how it goes. We're going to close our eyes. We're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to take a deep breath out. We're going to make room for everything. We're going to take everything on board. We're like a sponge today. We're absorbing. Are you ready to absorb with me? Because, ladies and gentlemen, I give you BABYMETAL and Slaughter to Prevail's Song 3. What I'm really looking forward to with this particular video and this track is I have heard the growling and screaming of the frontman of Slaughter to Prevail before. His name escapes my mind at this point in time, but I'm aware of who he is. I've seen, you know, TikToks and videos where he's showing how he does it, but he doesn't have any instrumental behind him. It's just him showing, you know, how he gets that guttural growl kind of going. So very keen to see how that fits in instrumentally with everything that Slaughter to Prevail does. And obviously, we've heard BABYMETAL before. We know they're going to bring it every single time. But there's still very much, at least on surface level, yin and yang going on with these two. Because I think when you look at it, like, BABYMETAL could be considered, like, calm and everything else. But then you've got such, like, violence and chaos from Slaughter to Prevail. And I think they could be the perfect complement. So let's see if I'm wrong. Let's see if I'm right. Let's dive on in. We're just going to come straight out the gate heavy, are we? Just going to come out with that grinding fucking guitar and the fucking drums like that? Please! Gotta pause it, because I know Slaughter to Prevail have this facade with masks, especially like demonic looking masks with the horns and stuff. So I'm starting to think already, is this going to be a visual kind of thing where the boy that we've seen wearing the mask is supposed to be a representation of Slaughter to Prevail's frontman as a young kid? You know what? I've got to do myself some due diligence. I've got to find out what this bastard's name is so I don't refer to him as the front man all the time. I'm actually an idiot because I told you I knew his name, but it just escaped me. But how could I forget a name like Alex Terrible? I'm a fucking moron. That's what I am. Let's run it back a little bit. Obviously, this is Slaughter to Prevail's. Well, is it Slaughter to Prevail's vocals coming over? Is it the girl? I don't think it's the girls that are going that deep, right? It feels, it sounds like it doesn't belong. It feels like it doesn't belong, but it's just so right. Just the lightheartedness of the girls coming through, just that brutal fucking instrumental that's coming through, and the growls and screams behind it. It just cuts so clean. It's almost comical in a way, but it's not something that you laugh at. It's just something that is so synonymous with these girls. They have this real tongue-in-cheek, like, real bubbly presence and personality, even when they do get into, like, their heavier moments. So having this lightheartedness come through, again, it really shows that contrast of yin and yang, as we were talking about before. This is fucking filthy and I love it. So visually, I'm trying to make connection with what this song could be about. And obviously we see a little boy getting bullied by the other Slaughter to Prevail members. And this is obviously a tale of overcoming suppression, overcoming, bullying. Maybe we're going to see a transformation of this young boy grow up to become Alex Terrible and then embracing chaos himself and overcoming that kind of, being suppressed, being bullied, being downtrodden, those kind of feelings. I'm pretty sure the 1, 2, 3 that they're doing is also synonymous with a wrestler, and I'd have to look up exact fact on that. But I remember I could swear I've heard a crowd chanting that before, and I've watched wrestling from all different parts of the globe, not live obviously, but like on television. So when it comes to like Japanese wrestling and things like that, they really get into the 1, 2, 3 and everything else, and I think that's something that is taken from that, which again would embody like a fighting spirit if it is a wrestling link there. So this shift though, from the brutality to the whimsy of BABYMETAL is so incredibly well done. I'm really digging this. Wow! It just comes out like that wasn't even that was a laugh. Like, let's
BABYMETAL.
Oh, that's so good. That is as guttural a growl as I have ever heard in my fucking life. Holy shit. The instrumentals are about to get more filthy, aren't they? Okay, so visually, I think we're on track with this whole bullying thing. It looks like now the kid has grown up to be Alex Terrible, and BABYMETAL are essentially training him to be able to fight back, to be able to rein things in and embrace chaos in a way that is constructive, and he's going to be able to defend himself as an adult. That's definitely, at least from a visual perspective, the story that they're trying to tell here. That was great. That was fucking brilliant. I think the wrestling thing is there because obviously they included the pinfall, the 1, 2, 3 in the video. So I think I was definitely on the money with that wrestling link up there. That was a great collab. I am yet to listen to a BABYMETAL track where they collab with another band where I get choked up a little bit. I apologize. As I was saying, I haven't heard a BABYMETAL track yet where they're collaborated with someone where they've kind of fallen on the wayside and they've been secondary to who they're collaborating with. They've always been symbiotic with one another. Obviously, we've heard BABYMETAL with Electric Callboy. We've now listened to them with Slaughter to Prevail, and even though they are completely different, like, tones and sounds that those bands create, they mesh together so incredibly well. These girls are absolutely incredible, and Slaughter to Prevail now well and truly have my attention. I have, as I said, seen many clips of Alex Terrible with his vocals before, but never backed up instrumentally like that. And to hear that brutal, violent, like, chugging guitar and bass line and the drums all connecting and coming together to create something that sounds so chaotic. There was beauty in that, as fucking twisted as that sounds, and I really want to check more of them out. I'm going to throw it over to you guys. If you've seen today's reaction video and you happen to be a Slaughter to Prevail fan, let me know in the comment section down below which songs I should be checking out to really familiarize myself with that band. Also, if you're a BABYMETAL fan, what BABYMETAL tracks do I need to listen to? I'm still very new with BABYMETAL, so I would like to know what you would like to see. If you did enjoy today's reaction, do hit that like button down below, and if you happen to have done so already and you want to get on board the community we are building, hit that subscribe button as well. But that's it from me, guys. I'm out of here, and as always, I will catch you guys next time.